Now let us grown-ass adults talk about Marvel real quick. There is so much to unpack right now. What the hell?
Doctor Strange is like my favorite Marvel superhero, like with the only exception being Iron Man. Like
Word.
Iron Man would be my two, but Strange is my second, like hands down. And like after watching it, I was like, yo, what the fuck? And what's crazy is the first time I didn't even pick up that was fucking uh
Professor
Professor
Xavier.
Xavier's voice.
Yeah.
Like initially I was just like, who the fuck is he meeting? Because
Who'd you
like
think it was?
I did. That's the thing. It flew right over my head, and I was like, okay, by the sequence of events in the trailer, I was like, okay, he got brought to like some like council of some sorts, right?
The Illuminati.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
No,
You heard it
that's
here,
what
chat.
it is.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what it's called. But we get into that later.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, no, and the one of my biggest questions right now, like that I'm trying to piece together, is one. Okay, what exact action is Wong talking about in terms of was it what he did in what do you call this in No Way
No Way Home?
No Way Home, or was it something else that he does which only happens like in the movie, in the upcoming movie? So that was like my first question. The second question is where the hell in the timeline this happens, because like part of me is like, wait, after watching like Loki and WandaVision, it's like and full spoilers if anyone hasn't watched those at this point, but didn't both of them fuck up the timeline anyways? Like specifically Loki. So that was my other thing. I'm like, where in the timeline does this happen? Because technically, it's to me it wouldn't exactly be Strange's fault because someone already fucked up the timeline to begin with.
All
That
right.
was like
No, yeah, go
those
ahead.
are things I was thinking about. No, like those are like the major things I was like pondering on like after initially watching it.
So I thought about naturally those things came to my mind as well. There's so many things that you notice or didn't notice. Like even this time around, like I'm looking at the trailer again and I'm realizing, oh my god, they're like additional. Like we're about. I mean, I guess we'll find out in a few minutes, but like there's a lot to unpack here.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess to answer one of your questions, whose fault is this? I'll be honest. I feel like there are so ever since Loki, right? No, ever since WandaVision, right? This whole multiverse theory started to, I guess, really leak into the MCU, you know? So with WandaVision, it was introduced with like the whole lore of chaos magic and how her magic supersedes or is more powerful than that of the Sorcerer Supreme. And then obviously a lot of the other implications that come with Strange, like after Avengers Endgame with the multiversal stuff. So it kind of makes sense that between those three, so between WandaVision, Loki, and Endgame, like who knows? You know what I mean? Like who knows when that actually started? And with No Way Home, we only no, actually no, yeah, with No Way Home, we only saw a direct like I guess translation of that, but for very arbitrary reasons. Because I mean, like for No Way Home is really just for the sake like you ruined like no, I'm not gonna say you ruined the multiverse, but you definitely tampered with the multiverse for the sake of one individual at the end of the day. Still, like regardless of how the movie went full circle. And then, but with Endgame, you knew that was already, I guess, a theory, but for the sake of like for a larger scale, like for bigger stakes, that was also tampered with. And then, especially, I mean, I don't know if you guys, oh, again, spoiler alert for Loki or for Loki. After the whole TVA big reveal with Kang, like, like, did any of it actually matter? Like it's a very weird and interesting thought.
Was that Strange again?
So my suspicion is that yes, it's Strange, but a variant of Strange. And judging by the few screenshots that I've seen, sorry chat, my editor he'll put up a picture of Defender Strange right if I'm pointing in the wrong direction, you can also just point me looking like an idiot, but he'll put it around. But my suspicion is that it's Defender Strange.
I agree. That's what we're seeing with the long hair and the skunk stripe.
Right. But
when
my
we see him having
secondary
TV
question.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. But my actual question lies in, what is that?
That looks like the bands again, just
Right.
maybe like throwing him into there.
Okay. That is a thought,
Maybe.
huh? I was just curious about it. Like I couldn't tell but like unless I was doing this, I really couldn't tell. I just made a mental note to remember that. It kind of looks like a dragon, yeah? The way I'm tracing it.
It could be.
No, I mean, obviously, I don't think it's actually a dragon, but you know, it kind of looks like a shadow figure. All right, I'll keep going.
Where is this?
Wherever it is, America
that's
Chavez has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, it's probably just a spot between worlds, but that also looks like a callback to when the Ancient One was fighting Exodus for the first time, right?
No.
Where she was like creating that little like battle arena for them. But there's also something in the dead center of it, and it's probably it. I struggle to come to terms with whether or not it's like an Infinity Stone or the weapon that kills whatever it is.
I hear it.
What do those look like? Come on. Now.
It's Ultron done right, hopefully.
That's
Or-
exactly what I'm saying.
Or based on the next frame or based on the next scene that we're about to see, they could also arguably be Sentinels.
That's what I've been hearing. Now everyone's debating if these are Ultron bots or Sentinels.
So I'll be honest, my first time viewing this, I didn't go straight to Ultron. Like, yeah, the resemblance is there, but like, you know what's coming, so it's like, maybe? But that was just a, that was just a thought in the back of my head. Up until...
We should tell him the truth.
Up until that happened.
And you see him roll up, too. You don't see him take a step. You see him slide into the shot.
I did not notice that. Hold on. Oh, I see what you mean.
We should tell him the truth.
Yeah. So we've all seen What If, right? We're gonna give you the short rundown. There's a multiversal Avengers team that consists of a ostracized Doctor Strange being this one theoretically.
Yes.
Where he destroyed his own universe, and he basically housed himself inside this home or this building. Had a whole spat with the Watcher, Uatu, and also in this home he is housing probably the worst thing to happen. He is babysitting the multiverse's most I don't even know how to describe it. Just he's housing in a Super Saiyan 45 Ultron.
Oh, this is Sinister Strange right there. That. Okay.
All right. So my first impressions of this has a very high resemblance to Captain Marvel, like the way that the aura, the way that the powers are emitted. You know what I mean? Like just the way it's dressed up gives me Captain Marvel vibes.
The crazy thing is, I thought for a hot second that was Captain Marvel, because this whole thing happens in like 3 seconds, and I go, "Oh shit, is that Captain Marvel in there?" But now I'm like, "Oh shit, that isn't."
You want to know what's wild? So do you guys want to know what my actual first impression was? Just because like we knew just like so many rumors have been going around, like, oh, like cameos of the X-Men, like I really thought that was Human Torch.
Oh, sorry, gamer. The blue on it says no.
Yeah, big Sag. I got really hyped for a Fantastic Four,
That shot is amazing.
So
yeah, it's crazy to see.
The reason why the What If comment or part of the conversation matter is because there was a. So I'm gonna spoil alert. So there was an episode that featured Doctor Strange, the variant, and he had a form that resembled this Bodhisattva look that he's going for. Except it was more tentacly and less dementory.
Definitely, yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Like, I feel like we're going to see some version of that happening. Like, is he absorbing these beings into himself, and then this is just another version of that? Who knows? But also, Zombie Strange.
Zombie Strange.
Zombie Strange.
Because that shot right there resembles him fighting Thanos, and when he like makes a bunch of clones of himself.
Also
Which,
that.
Yeah,
Also
I was gonna
that.
say, side note, Zach, in What If, yeah, full spoiler too. There is an episode in What If that shows the existence of zombies. So
Oh,
that would be another reason why you should definitely watch it.
I guess I'm coming over tomorrow.